Hey guys, Steve here. Well, I've got another video today. We're out camping. Check out my other video on Cobb & Co 9 Mile and have a look at it. But while I'm here, Rob Richmond from Australian Camping and 4-Wheel Drives just bought himself a new Caravan. It's a 13-foot Tanami 13, I think it is. And it absolutely looks fantastic. He decided he wanted to have something a little bit more comfortable. But he didn't want anything too big to drag around with his Ford Ranger. And this little van here would be really great for someone, well, either single or two people comfortably. They'd make a few different sizes, 11 foot, a 13 foot and a 15 foot. I suppose if you had a family and you wanted the 15 foot, you'd go for that one. But this one here, just great for Rob and if he wants to take someone with him. So we're going to have a walk around, just show you a quick run around it, show what you get with a van when you buy it. It's got some great features in it, so let's have a walk around and I'll show you all the things that Rob's done and maybe some of the things that he's going to change or do a few other things to improve it. So let's have a look on the side here first. So this here is a Drifter Stockton's product. It's actually called a half hexi tarp. I've got the full hexi tarp over the back there, you might be able to see it. So it's one of those. But this is the medium sized one and it's been cut down, and what Rob did, he had them put a S.A.W up on the top of his roof up there, and before he put his roof up he slid this in, and this is a really great feature. I actually really like this because you see a lot of vans, and when they're out in the sun, especially during summer, you get a lot of heat coming in through the side of your van. And have a look under here, and it's pretty simple to put in. Once you put it in that S.A.W, it's only 3 ropes, and he's put a little pole here just to hold the middle out, but look how much room you've got under here. And the great thing about it, all these windows now are all protected and you don't have to worry about water or rain blowing in, because this is actually coming out further than what, I mean, rain would have to be blowing in under here like this to get in there. And how does that improve your sleeping? Well, you don't have to worry about the heat at night. You get a nice breeze blowing up through here. I was in there yesterday and it was fairly hot and humid and it was really cool inside. So I reckon that's a terrific idea for anyone that's got a van. So if you're looking for something great to put on the side of your van, check out one of the Drifter stores and have a look at the half hexi tarp. They have a large one, so if you've got a bigger van, this is the medium one, I think, for the smaller van. So let's have a look at the back here. We'll start at the back, eh? So at the back here, we haven't got the keys to open it up, but he's actually got his water filling points here for his tanks at the rear of the trailer. And just beside it here, there's your vent for your hot water system if you've got your hot water. It's got an electric hot water system in it. We'll show you that later on, but it's got a little cover on the ground there that goes on it. I was checking out some videos and there is some guys that make some aluminium ones up that have a lid that lifts up, but we're not quite sure whether that's legal yet or not. Rob's going to source that out. You got your stabilizer legs on the back and on the front, on each corner, just to stop the rock on the van if you're when you set up. And you got brush bars. How good's that? It's sort of a semi-off-road trailer. I mean, there's probably not many places you couldn't take it, but Rob's still got to do a lot more testing and driving around, feel it out, see how it goes on different road conditions and things like that. He's only just got it. This is its maiden trip, so thanks to him for letting us have a look around it. We'll have a look underneath here while we're here and just show you under the back here. You've got your water tank at the back here. I think they're 80 litres. There's another one at the front. And then in the middle of the trailer there, you've got your grey water tank so you can collect all your grey water. It's got sprung independent suspension with 2 shock absorbers. So really well built. Looks like, you know, quality stuff really. You got your off-road tyres there, all alloy. Then you got your 240 up here, so that if you're at a caravan park and you want to plug into 240, or you could put a generator in there, I suppose, and run your van if you've got a generator. You got an aerial socket here because this has a stereo system in it. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And up here, you have a shower. So that's one of those little wind-up shower things that you pull out and you can just have a quick hose down. So you've been down to the beach and you got sand all over your feet or something like that, you can have a shower. There is another little S.A.W thing up there where if you want to put something up in there as well. Here's the other front water filling tank here, so that's to fill your front tank up at the front there. In here, that is the toilet canister. I just remembered what it was there. So that's where you pull your toilet canister out, because your shower and toilet's all in the back there. This little door here is for storage. Have a look at this. You'll be amazed how much storage there is in a little van like this. So on the side here, I've just switched that on, and if Rob holds that camera up there, I'll put my finger over that. That's a light sensor. So when you put that door down, it senses that there's light coming in, turns on a light. So if you're out here at night and you're looking for something, you've got a light there to show you what's inside the boxes. Terrific amount of storage in this van. Have a look at that. He's still got to get some bags and that, and store all his gear away. He just bought everything and anything that he thought he might need this weekend, just to see what he does need and what he doesn't need. I don't know what I've done there. That's it. This door here, that runs right through to the other side, so that you'll see the hatch on the other side when we walk around there. That little box there while we're here, that's a Starlink box, and if you look up on the top of the van there, Rob's got a Starlink. We've been actually using that this weekend, and it's been connecting quite good, so it's worked out really good for us. On the front of the van here, Rob has put a stone guard on there. This didn't come with the van, it was something that he had to add to it. I think it's a great idea, because when you're travelling any sort of dirt roads, you can even see now just driving in here with a little bit of mud and that, it'll keep your box protected and stop a lot of damage to the front of your caravan. On the top here, he's latched it up, and inside here, there's a great big storage box for tent poles. This van does come with a full annex if you want to put it up, but Rob doesn't want to use that. He's just going to keep his walls and a few poles and that he might need in there. Then below that, you've got another big storage box. And you've got two 9 kilo gas bottles. Now, I don't think they come with it. They're something that you've got to buy later on. But they're fully connected to the van. And on the other side here, he's just got more storage where he can put stuff. And inside here, I'll show you in a minute, he's got a little table which goes in the inside of the van. So he's just found a great little spot there for it to keep it out of the road. Now, I don't know whether it comes with a DO35 as standard, but Rob's put it on because that's what he's had on his vehicle. He's got the breakaway controller there, you got water access there, massive big chain, so plenty of strength there to hold it onto your car if something does happen. He's got the Arc 750 on there, still got to do a little bit of modification. He's got to get that down a little bit lower and get that a bit straighter, but that's nothing. So over on the front here, he's put a little rubbish bin that just clips out of the bracket there so he can store his rubbish and a few little clips. That box there is the one that goes to the other side that we opened up. And just here, on this side, is more storage, but it's also a fridge. Have a look at this. He's got a 75 litre kick-ass fridge in here. It's got fridge compartment on that side. 95, sorry. I thought it was 75. No, it's actually a 95. I should read the side of it. And you can lift those lids out and you got all your freezer stuff in there. I reckon they're pretty smart, those fridges. So it looks pretty good. And on here you've got little storage things that you can slide out. You know, he puts his bread. He's still got to sort out how he's doing everything, but I think it's worked out pretty good for him. And you've got another storage box down the bottom here. They all seem to clip up pretty good. We might work our way along here and then we'll go inside. So over here, he's got a little cutting board that folds up into here. There's so much storage out here in this kitchen. I do like this kitchen on this little trailer, because if you notice a lot of caravans and that now, they are leaning towards even the bigger model and the more expensive caravans, like I won't mention any names, but a lot of them now are putting kitchens on the outside of their vans where you can have access through windows so that you can pass things out and you can cook outside. Because most people, when they go caravan, and believe it or not, You spend most of your time outside, you don't spend it inside. You're only in there if it's real horrible weather or when you're in there at night and going to bed. So having a great kitchen area that you can work in outside and communicate with other people you might be camping with, I think it's a great idea. And this Caravan seems to do it really well. Have a look at this. You've got a great little bench here. He's got lots of storage. He's got all his plates here. There is little sockets for TVs and that up in the corner here, I just noticed. So if you want to sit a TV up in here and sit out here and watch the footy or cricket or something, you can. You've got glass storage there. Over here he's got more storage that's close to his sink. So he's got all his washing up stuff. He's got tea and coffee and all that sort of thing. And down here he's got another little slide out drawer, and he's got all these like stubbies. He's got bloody plates, you name it, whatever you might want to use you can put in there. And then this kitchen completely slides in there as well. But have a look at this. He's got water. He's got a little shelf thing on the back here. Now this little thing here, it does fold down or go up or something like that. He's got lights that all shine down over here over your kitchen, so if you're cooking at night, there is even little USB lights and little sockets down the back there. So if you want to plug a phone in or a stereo speaker. But speaking of stereos, there is speakers up in the corner there, because there is a stereo system inside. We'll show you that in a minute. They've got one up either end. Now below the sinks here, there's a little storage below the sink if you want to put stuff in there. There's another one here, all your cutlery, things like that. Now this is all stainless steel. And then there's another drawer here with all your knives and forks and everything. Beautiful little Dometic gas burner there, 3 burner. Absolutely fantastic. And the good feature about this little table here swings down, so if you want to put another cooking device on the back, say you've got a Ziggy or something like that, you can put that on the back there and be cooking away on the back as well. You've got a little table that comes off the side here. Absolutely really well thought out. Now Rob's put a wall up on the back here. This awning that comes out off here that's protecting all this is electric. So before you set all this up, there's a little button on the inside there. We can't do it at the moment because the awning's actually tied down, but you basically just hold the button, it comes out a bit, then you drop your legs down and it comes out a little bit further and you can set it all up. The little pieces on the end here, which that wall up the other end, these don't come with the van. You've got to buy these as an optional extra. They are anti-flap kitted as well, so it'll stop this from flapping around. But the good thing about them, they've got S.A.W material on them so that you can attach a wall like this down the other end here.
Okay.
That's a really good idea because it's giving you a lot of protection from sun and everything on the back of your camper, or your caravan I should say. And it comes way out. Got their nice little name written into the side of it. That's a great little touch. And you just peg it down through the back here. So at the back of the van, have a look at this. When we go inside, you'll see how they pack all this room into this little camper. So this is the bed sticking out the back. You slide that out, actually you lift the lid up, then this folds down onto the bed and then they fold in. Really quick and easy to put up. And Rob's actually put a little bit of an extra on the back here. This doesn't come with the Caravan. He's got a little clothesline that just folds down like that, and then that folds back in with your bed, and you don't have to worry about it. It's got little latches to hold it down all on there, and he's got a little blackout blind in the back there so you don't have to worry about people prying in and seeing you at night. On the back here, you've got your 2 spare wheels. Now you might be thinking, bloody hell, they'd look really heavy, but have a look at that. I'll let go of this. There's 4 gas struts and I'm not hardly touching that, and that's just lifting up on its own. So anyone could, set this up and not have to worry about how am I going to lift those wheels up. There's 2 little locking pins there to lock it off once you put it up, which is a great idea. And Rob's going to put in a rear camera on this. We'll show you it inside there. He's going to get some sort of bracket made up on the top of these wheels, he thinks. Have his camera, so when these wheels are folded up, he'll have a rear camera on the back of the Caravan. Yeah, so you won't have any trouble lifting those wheels up. And up on the top up there, there's a TV antenna as well as 400 watts of solar. The other thing I forgot to mention too with this, to help lift this up, Rob has actually put a couple of grass struts here that he's seen someone else do. That's a modification he's done. He's bought these struts, just screwed the brackets in here, and that helps lift that back piece up, which just makes the setup a lot easier. We'll go around and go inside the camper now and have a look around there, so let's head around there. Go. Okay, the little step there, how cool is this, guys? Just a little button there, and you press that, electric step. That's pretty good. I'll step up in here and Rob will show you this control panel here. So on the side here, when you walk in, this is all your electrical stuff with all your controls, all your lights and everything. I think that's in a really good spot because I have seen other vans that have it up here. If you're lying in bed there and you've got all those lights blaring in your eyes all night, I thought that might be a little bit of a annoyance. But these here are really simple near the door here. You got your water tanks. So you got your front tank, your rear tank, and then you got your grey water tank. He's got to empty a bit of water out of some of those. Then you've got all your main power switches for your lights, your fridge, your cigarette lighter sockets, your pumps, all that sort of thing. Stuff you'd have to read up on. You've got a Bluetooth stereo here. We were talking about the speakers out there. So you can either use a CD in there, if you know what CDs are, or you can just connect by Bluetooth. You've got cigarette lighter sockets, USB sockets, all there. This is your electric hot water system switch there, so we'll show you that in a minute. And also down here you've got your power button for your inverter. It has got a 2000 watt inverter in it. And speaking of power, how's it run? It's got a Manager 30 in this, so it's got red arc. I'm really surprised by the quality of the electrical system in this trailer. There is a lot of trailers out there that have cheaper brand stuff in it. This one's got all the good gear in it. It's got Renogy 200 100 amp hour lithium batteries. It's got a red arc Manager 30, and it's also got a red arc inverter in it. So really good gear put into it. With the 400 watts of solar, you don't really have to, if you haven't got cloudy weather, you don't have to really worry about power too much. So that's great. Over on the sides here, I really love the finishes on the cabinetry and that in this Caravan. Really nice laminated grey colour, really beautiful handles. And Rob's got plenty of storage in here for all his keys. He's still sorting out where he wants to put everything, but I think he's done a pretty good job. Considering this is his first trip in this, there's so much storage in it. Like, he's got little cupboards everywhere. Everywhere they could find a spot to put a cupboard, you've got one. So really great. The cupboards up here, we'll just show you. He's got storage up in both of these here where he can put stuff. And over here, these ones here actually run into that other box where the fridge is. So if technically if you're, oh actually no, that's not where the fridge is, that's the top cupboard, sorry. The fridge is below it. So if you put stuff in there that you really need, you can grab hold of it. He's got power, 240 power points over there. And over here he's got little suction cup mounting clips. So say you want to hang your hat up there when you walk in at night, cover your horrible head up, you can put them up there, or you can hang a towel or anything up there. That's his camera he's got, I was talking about, that he's got to put on the back there. As we walk in here, we'll show you up here, he's got a little shower, cubicle and toilet in here. It looks really good. Like, I was really impressed with the quality in here. We won't open his toilet because I know he hasn't used it yet. Bit of a side joke there, guys. Got a little exhaust fan there. That little screen there is a privacy one, so if you're in here showering at night and you want to put it down, pull it across so no light can come in so you can't see through. It's got a little mirror there, little basin, all the stuff you'd expect in a reasonable bathroom. Little cupboard down there, great little shower. You can hang it up there if you want to have a shower. All the gear, absolutely fantastic. It looks really smart. I actually like the canvas that they put around here. I'd seen another shower in another Caravan and it had really thick rubber up here, and it just didn't look really good. But I'm really surprised by the quality of this one. So over to my left hand side over here, Rob's got himself a small coffee machine. He made me a coffee this morning, and his 2000 watt inverter will run that, no worries at all. It's actually a fantastic thing. He put it inside this big cupboard over here, I think. So he had it stored in there on the way through. He was talking about you can get a fridge and put in there if you want to. He might be thinking about that. But you've got great little storage all through here again. We won't open all these drawers up. There's little cupboards down the bottom here if you want to put a pair of shoes or something like that. There's even more cupboards over here. Absolutely fantastic. So whatever you need, you can put it. Over here, there's a little seat. That little bracket there, that little table we were talking about that was in the front box, it actually goes in there, and you can slide it out here and sit here if it was raining and you want to have a meal. Up on the roof there, you might notice there's a Dometic air conditioner. The little control thing's up on the wall there. If you were plugged into 240, you could use that. He can't use it off his batteries, but if he had a generator or something and he wanted to, he probably could. But why would you need to? You got little, I think they're those little Sirocco type fans, aren't they? So they're absolutely fantastic. He's got two of those. They're brilliant. And beside his fans over here, he can lay back on bed, and he's got a TV. I won't switch it on. There's a remote up there, but it actually just come on by itself. I must have touched the button, or it must be magic. How cool's that? Oh, bloody woolies. But these little windows here too, they're another great little feature. So you got your outside opening window, and then you got this little screen that you can put up, and if you want the window right open. But if you don't want that, push them back down, push them back up, and you got your privacy screen there. That's really nice. I love that. There's little magazine storage things here, or you could put your sunnies or something like that. You've got plenty of ventilation here with all the little flaps that go around the top here. And look at the size of this bed in here. Like I said, for two people, this is absolutely fantastic. They've got little reading lights up on the side there. You've got little USB cigarette loader sockets. You've got little storage down the side here if you want to throw something in there. The little privacy screen that I said on the back there. Now your bed folds up in half, then that little room there all closes in on top of it. I mean, you have got to sort of make your bed a little bit, but I don't think it's much of a drama. I'll just move his TV out of the road here. Okay, let's have a look at the battery system in this. So you just got to fold the bed up, and then you can access the batteries down through here. Have a look at this. It's got two Renogy batteries now. I've just done a video on my car where I've just put a 200 amp hour Renogy battery in mine. This one comes standard with the Renogy batteries. A few people asked me about the cabling on mine, what size I used. Look at the size of the cabling on this one, so you know it's done right. That's really great to see. It's got the red arc, which we'll show you in a minute, but you really need to make sure that you put the right quality cables when you're doing electrical work. I just had a little bit of a electrical fire in my camper trailer there when I left the other day on one of the air compressors on the Cruisemaster suspension. It shorted out and the wire got that hot that it started burning, so I've replaced all that now. So just make sure if you are doing electrical work, you do make sure you use the right cabling. This trailer has been done properly, so it's really good to see. On the other side over here, I don't know whether I can pull it out. That's the electrical hot water system down there. So that was what we were showing you, where the little vent was down the side there. So really good little hot water system under the bed there. And over here, under this panel here, let's try and get that out. You can see down there, you got your 2000 watt pure sine wave red arc inverter, and then you got your Manager 30 there, which is absolutely fantastic. In the front there, this is all your electrical switches for your safety switches, all that sort of thing. You got power points here, all that sort of thing. As we said, you can switch that inverter on from the front of the trailer there. Absolutely fantastic. It's got a great system in it. And And why we're showing you all this stuff, I'll get up off this seat because over here, underneath the seat here, we didn't show you before, is all your pump system. So the little shower I was talking about there, I couldn't unlock. There's a little cord there for the shower rosette. So you just pull that through and you can have your shower. You got your pump there, you got your valve there, the switch between your front, your rear, or have them both going. More stuff there. There's your breakaway system there. So all your electronic stuff is used up in the benches. Really good to see. Just got to get that rosette down, put the cushion back. So we might step outside now and we'll just finish off. I think that's just about everything in here we've talked about. It's a great little van. I might just grab the camera and say thanks Rob over here.
Yeah, no worries,
you've got a great van here, mate.
Yeah, cool, thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, no, it'd be great to go out camping with you and see you using it and enjoying yourself. So
took a bit of trying to finalise it and get everything sorted out. I haven't mentioned anything to anybody because we've just been trying to figure out exactly what we wanted to get and all that, and trying to narrow down the field and all that. So this is what we decided to go with, one of the Aus-track campers, and off-road, and I love it. It looks good. So, but early days yet. We'll have to test it out and see how it all goes.
I know you've given Annie ideas, so she's been online looking at the 11-foot one. So when I get a bit older, maybe in a few years, maybe this might be something we'll go to. So
you're right.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Nice, mate.
Like always, guys, if you've got any questions, queries or comments, leave them down below. Rob might look at the video too, and if he can answer anything, he will. I'm sure I'll do a follow-up video one day, just talking to Rob and seeing what he thinks, how it's all going. But, you know, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe, look after each other, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everyone.